Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game. When it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Welcome back, lacrosse fans. We are live. Game 5, the last game of the first round of the round robin. Shape starting to get developed in the standings. Both these teams with the excitement of their first game at hand. The Inver Grove Isotopes out of Minnesota taking on the Boston Nor'easters. Inver Grove with their first NABL Nationals game about to get underway. The Nor'easters returning to the Nationals after last year's tournament in Milwaukee. They told me that with short travel turnaround, they struggled to get guys out to Milwaukee. And are excited for their redemption arc here. Inver has been working together as a group for 5 years. They've been running the same system for 5 years, and it's starting to click. Stuck behind the Minneapolis Wheat Kings for years, finally with their opportunity to show their stuff at the national level. Their junior team taking home the NABL Junior National Championship, a dunk attempt behind the net against the post. That is number 92, Bradley Johnson. I apologize if I'm butchering that. Johnson, Mr. Lacrosse Minnesota 2026, a rookie on the team. Boston taking their first set on offense. Rings one off the pipe and out of play. They'll maintain possession. This is Boston's eighth season as a group. 5 of these players out here have been with them that whole time. They benefited off of the defunct PBLA, not the Philadelphia one. The Boston Chowderheads, they received a core group of guys from them. Play with and against each other in the BBLL in the winter, staying together. It is great to see. Inver Grove, on the other hand, created in 2021. Luke Johnson, their captain, the ex-Hastings Walleye, asked Rachel to pick up and run this team. An immediate yes out of Rachel. They call themselves the Island of Misfit Toys, a collection of lovable weirdos. They say it takes a special man to want to play for the only woman out there. And they are excited for their chance now. First one sneaks through the 5-hole. 68 for the Nor'easters. Pardon me, 66. Nate Raymond. Back this year after an injury kept him off the floor in 2025. Excited to say the least for that first goal. A face-off won by Boston. Possession maintained, 15 seconds on the shot clock. An outside shot, well wide, 2 seconds. The Isotopes happy to let that shot clock go down, not wanting to risk anything by picking up a loose ball there. Looking to establish themselves on the offensive end, moving quickly. The attitude of this Isotopes team is that a good system on offense and defense will beat an athlete, and that's what they're looking to do. IQ, positioning, everyone's an expert in their position, and as their IQ has increased, they're looking to add a little flair. We'll see how they can execute this now at the highest level in U.S. amateur lacrosse. Foot in the crease, great defense being met there with the support they need. Moving the ball up the floor. Goalie Beck Hagen. Some of you may recognize him from the World Junior Championships, backstopping Team USA to a gold medal. Named to the all-tournament team. A big save out of the goaltender. Trying to get a read on his jersey number here. I believe that's 88, Teddy. Isotopes with another chance. Quick spin, a good save by Teddy. We're getting interference call on Boston on that rebound. Topes with another chance. Hundred people out there watching. Tune into the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from, who you're cheering for. An errant pass gives Boston the possession. Number 5, Luke Murphy carrying through some checks. Cut to the net. Tucks one in over the shoulder. Hagen just ducking a little bit too much. Catches a piece, but it's able to pop through him into the net. Nor'easters with some experience at the national tournament. Inver Grove looking to establish some experience themselves. 2-0, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. For those of you at home who haven't been tuning in so far, the way this tournament works, you get 3 random matchups selected for your placement games. Your record after those 3 games, along with your head-to-head and goal formula, that's the percentage of goals scored in your games that are yours, will dictate your seeding for the bracket play starting tomorrow afternoon. The top 6 teams will advance to the quarterfinals. The bottom 4 will have to play in a play-in game, with 7 taking on 10 and 8 taking on 9 for the chance to play 2 and 1 respectfully. A good stop out of Beck. Isotopes cut in the middle. In front, a shot, but just gets twisted up a little bit too much. Either the helmet coming off for the Isotopes or an interference there, giving Boston the ball. Slow to get out into their offensive set, 20 seconds to go. An outside shot testing Beck, a big save as he seems to be gaining his confidence. Ball moved up the floor. Invergrove working around the outside. They're going to have to get the middle just like that. Oh, a sneaky one. One-handed underhand to the near post as Teddy's dropping. That could have gone. That would have been a huge first goal from the Isotopes, trying to find their first one at Nationals. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Again, a short shot clock, as Boston does not seem to quite be in a hurry to get out onto the floor. Minute 18 to go in the first quarter. Boston playing at their pace. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to cut underneath, step back. A low angle shot misses the net. 1 second. Shot clock violation, heading the other way. Beck moves the ball up the floor. Johnson with the ball to Heath. 4 righties on the floor for Invergrove. Bounce shot goes high and out of play. Boston will get possession. Defenders from Invergrove there to meet them, making things challenging. Another short shot clock opportunity for Boston, this time because of the defensive play of the Isotopes. That shot goes wide, pass to the middle, 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Bounces one into Beck, who picks it up, 10 to go in the quarter. 7 seconds, moving the ball up the floor. A way outside shot, 5-hole save. Teddy happy just to sit there. Call the quarter, 2-0 Boston. A great start to the game if you're a Nor'easters fan.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, puts durability and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Welcome back for the second quarter. Face-off won by the Isotopes. Starting off with 3 defenders back on the face-off. Their face-off guy getting it done himself. Chuck carrying the ball in. Shoulders down. A low bounce shot, barely pushed away by Teddy, but he had all he needed. Looking up a breakaway. Well stopped by Beck. Good opportunity from Luke Murphy. Hustling up the floor to give Boston that chance. Engaging with 15 seconds on the shot clock here. Isotopes looking to find each other for these picks. Another underhand shot does not go. 3 on the shot clock. Boston picks it up, swings it over. This has started, the 10-second count starts now from the referee. Over with plenty of time. Three lefties on the floor for Boston here. Finds the righty up top. Met by 2 defenders. There to meet them. Well wide, over and back called. This will be Isotopes ball in the corner. 8:20 to go in the second. Isotopes still looking for their first goal at Nationals. Turnover there, errant pass, kicked away, bounced away. Boston there, but the Isotopes are there to meet them. Heavy forecheck, 10-second violation. Ball sent over, but doesn't make it in time. Isotopes will get another chance here. Looks like it was a back-in call before the 10-second violation. A roll there. Unable to find the net. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, man open underneath, but unable to find him on that pick and roll. Good recovery by the Boston defenders to knock that pass down. Boston fighting their way up the floor. Makes it up in time. Don't be fooled by the shot clock. If that reaches 20, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a 10-second violation. The shot clock and the referee's goal. 42. Ian Wick, time and space is going to put that away. Bouncers will go. A tough shot for Beck there. With space, step in, 5-hole. Beck slides out for it, but Wick's just able to find the gap. As I was saying, do not let that shot clock fool you on the 10-second count. The referees dictate when the possession starts. That doesn't mean that that's met by our shot clock people. The 10-second count will always be done by the trail official. Boston entering the zone, pushing to net. Stick gets up and around the net. We're going to see a hold call. Power play for the Nor'easters. $14 on the Isotopes. Sharon, I get numbers correct here. Not seeing him on the score sheet right away. Boston trying to drag their defenders out of position. Tipped off the pipe. Boston will maintain possession. Wick, the recent goal scorer, carrying the ball in the quarter up to Jordan. Testing the 5-hole again, squeezed through, but outside the net. Beck trying to cover it. Boston picking up the loose ball, working around the net. Shouts for hold from the Boston bench, but they're not giving that one. Jordan with the ball. Shot clock violation will go the Isotopes' way. Long pass gets them in the offensive zone. 5:25 left in the quarter. 55 seconds left in the penalty. Isotopes trying to kill some time and maybe squeeze out an opportunity here. Working hard behind the net. A good check knocks him to the ground. There is someone ahead, but the heavy forecheck out of the Isotopes denies opportunity. A 2-on-1 here. Big save out of Beck. Boston looks to get off the floor with 27 seconds left in the penalty. Getting their power play another chance. Oh, rings went off the pipe, off the defender's toe, back to Boston. Oh, another pipe. But it is not over and back, since it is the momentum of that pipe that pushed it in that direction. Isotopes kill the penalty. Their man works to get back in. We're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse. Hard cut over the top. Space around the outside. You're seeing multiple of these white USA helmets. Those are the junior USA teams. Some of these players do know each other from those games. Through the crease, and a big check out of Teddy. Again, you'll hear me all weekend. I love to see a little aggressiveness out of the tenders. Teddy the tender. Boston just looking to settle, get back into their shape, play things at their pace. Finds the far pipe. A quick shot there. I don't know that Beck was quite set up and ready. .305 left in the first half. 4-0 Nor'easters. The experience is showing at this point in the game. A nice pass. A good save from Teddy the tender. Picked off there, going back the other way. Boston doing a good job recognizing that turnover, getting back in transition. Oh, a tip pass, falls to the middle. Teddy comes out to play it, and Intergrove almost finds their way into their first goal. The player whacking his stick against the board as he comes off. That was the best chance they've had so far. There's no pictures in the scorebook. However you can get them in, you'll take them right now. Delayed penalty on the Topes. Boston with the reset. Teddy's to the box. A tough scrum in front and a big hit. A lot of bodies flying. Number 27 on the Isotopes, Dylan Schroeder, heading to the box. 2 minutes for a slash. A minute 37 left on the clock. It is running time. However, the building's limitations, they are only allowing the scoreboard can only put a penalty on the board if the clock is stopped. Five on four for 2 minutes. Or goal. The shot does not find the far pipe. Inver Grove not in a hurry here as their penalty clock continues to tick down. "15 seconds on the shot clock, 50 seconds in the game clock." A hold. Get to the front of the net and good things will happen. The clock stops as we go to administer this penalty. We're going to be 4-4 for the last 40 seconds of this half. Penalty was put up on the wrong side of the board originally. Now we've got it fixed after the second penalty. So we'll play 4-on-4 here. A lot of space. The Topes go to Bradley Johnson, Mr. Lacrosse, who does find a good opportunity but is denied by Teddy the Tender. A loose ball here with 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. It looks to be off of Johnson. Pass up floor. Number 78 on Boston. Cut in front. Wick is there. Good pass. Patience. And waits for the opening. No. Steps in. We're going the other way. Replay coming for you here. A good call by the referee as that left foot hits the line. Chris Crane there to see it. 4-0. Pardon us for the scoreboard changing there quickly. 4-0 for the Nor'easters. The experience is paying off now, but it's a game of two halves. You know, they might get their first goal of the championship, and things just open up. It may be nerves, it may be first-time jitters. I don't think we've seen the last of the Isotopes so far. I'm excited to see what they do next.
Bring us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game, when it was a gift from the Creator, a sacred rite, a curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse.
Back, lacrosse fans. 4-on-4 to start this half with both teams with a member in the box. Excited to see some chat happening in the chat there. The Isotopes looking to find their first NABLL championship goal here. Many of them driving from Minnesota. When you're young, you can do anything, right? 4-on-4, like I said, 15 seconds to go on the Isotopes penalty, a minute and 8 to go on the Nor'easters. Austin looking to engage here. Some quick feet out of number 33, Connor Schnapp. Isotopes player joins the play. We're 5-on-4. A good save out of Beck. A good start to the half for him. Helps you find the confidence, get settled in. 43 seconds on the power play as the Topes get their chance here. And what a chance it would be to get their first goal. A backhanded pass. Mr. Lacrosse finds some space. Gets the goalie to bite, but the defender is there to back up his goaltender and not give him what he was looking for. "14 seconds on the penalty, 1 more second. The shot clock is 1 second above the penalty clock. They will look to use this as it dies down. One chance. Nor'easters heading off the floor early. Shot clock violation gives the Isotopes the ball. Back to 5-on-5 Lacrosse. A 4-goal deficit is not a lot of goals in lacrosse, but four 10-minute running quarters is not a lot of time either. It goes on you quick, and you need to answer. The Topes are looking for their first one here. Cut to the net, diving, goal! Number 32 on the Isotopes, Hudson Karasek. Take a look at this replay here. Finds lane, dives to the net, and just as his momentum carries him to the near post, he's able to twist and turn and find that near post. The first one to beat Teddy at this championship, and the historic first goal for the Isotopes at the 2026 NABLL championship. Answers right back with a face-off win, a loose ball. Teddy comes flying out for. Isotopes attacking the goalie there. Fair play, didn't run him over, just tried to take the ball away. Gotta imagine the 10-second is here. Topes with the ball. Is this the momentum they need? They find one, they get the monkey off their back. Are they able to open things up now? Chalk with the ball, working through the lefty side, cutting across the net, steps in the crease. Crane was there on the earlier call. I believe he got this one right too. The forecheck out of the Isotopes has been impressive. Penalty hand up from the referee, I believe, pointing towards 34. 2 hands up. They might have the same penalty. 2 seconds on the shot clock, 1 second. Horn goes. Two penalties, a hold on 47, Stahl, and 43, Chrism. A 5-on-3 opportunity here. It's always interesting to see what way the offense will approach it here. They leave a guy at midfield and make it a 4-on-3, or if they walk down and play 5-on-3. Oftentimes that top guy is just a little unnecessary. You don't have to get up and around those 2 top defenders on your passes and be a swingman. You have plenty of space to pass it from shooter to shooter with space. They are going for the 4-on-3, and that's the type of look they're going to see. That 5th power play guy there to pick up rebounds. Goalie's got to be your biggest penalty killer here, and that was a big first save. Ball batted back, knocking another couple seconds off of the clock. Steps in, shot eaten. Interference called. Ball will stick with the Nor'easters. Starting up top to the lefty shooter, back to the righty, plenty of space. Gets back going right, and he shoots to his left. That will eliminate 1 penalty out of the box. Moving to 5-on-4 as the game moves to 5-1. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, just about. Nor'easters win the faceoff. Looking for a hidden ball trick. No one's fooled. Good ball movement, finds a shot opportunity, but Beck's there to be square, well stepped out, not a lot to shoot at. 8 seconds on the power play. Will they shoot this? Through a screen. Good save. Way to find that ball by Beck. Dunk attempt. No go. Corralled by the Nor'easters. Oh! Shot hits the referee. He's down and hurting. He's up and shaking it off. Tough man powering through the third team on the floor, the referee team. I certainly don't want to eat one off the chest like that without my goalie pads. I'm sure no one else does either. Ball will start with the Nor'easters up top. Isotope asking why there's a reset, probably with good question. Broken stick, well dropped. Saved by Beck. Looking to move up the floor. 4 minutes to go in this third quarter. Isotopes finding their space on offense, cutting hard to the net. Well defended, shot never makes it through. Loose ball on this Isotopes forecheck that is just seeming to be a staple in their game. Haven't seen the Nor'easters haven't been able, ball turned over, we're going the Isotopes way. I haven't been able to, Nor'easters haven't been able to find their way through this forecheck quite as easily, and I'm curious to watch this throughout the weekend if anybody is, or if it's just that well-rounded. Not taking the opportunity to push on a dead ball. There is good discipline on that whistle. Nor'easters are able to get up the floor. It's tougher to catch them on that forecheck. Snap with a shot just wide off the glass, heading the other way. Picked up a 2-on-0 over to Still. Big save by Teddy on the 5-hole. Moving back the other way would have been a big one for the Isotopes' chances there. But it's something we'll keep an eye on over the weekend. As film gets out on these guys, who's going to figure them out? Ball knocked down, turned over, 2 minutes left in the third. Nor'easters looking to settle in here. Just 12 minutes left in this game, a 4-goal difference. Seconds get valuable now. Picked off. Gotta value the rock. Good ball movement out of the Nor'easters, out of the Isotopes. Shot knocked down, an interference call in front. Probably a smart move. Rather take that interference and a reset than an open shot in front. A good save. Able to corral it finally. After a tough rebound fight in front. If you're used to CLA lacrosse, you may not be used to people being able to reach in, but we play the NABLL style rule book. It looks like too many men. No. We're seeing Bradley Johnson walk to the box for something he did on the way back up the floor. Our referee, Noah, there in the perfect spot, trailing the players, able to see the play and the players come through. Not everyone gets to work with 3 referees throughout the season, and it's a 3-man job. They can cover more and more of the floor. If you're not used to having 3 referees on the floor at all times, you might not used to being seen there. Sounds like 2 minutes for a slash. 54 seconds left in the third. Nor'easters on another power play. Cross crease pass, another one off the face mask, I believe. You usually want to catch that with your lacrosse head, not your actual head. Sniped. Top corner, through some screens. Can't blame Beck on that one. A big goal from 66, Nate Raymond. Again, coming back from injury last year. Exciting to see him get excited. 6-1. Long road to go. 10 minutes to go in the half, or 10 minutes to go in the game. Things will need to happen quickly on the Isotopes end.
The game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
A loose ball push going the Nor'easters' way. Nor'easters working the offense. Nate Raymond on a hot streak. Swallowed up by Beck. Isotopes looking to get something going early here in the fourth. A big pick coming across isn't going to help you with that. That forecheck might, though. Picked up by the Nor'easters. A good pass into another back check. Able to handle things. Connor Snob driving the net. If you're looking for something to do in the greater Boston area, I heard he's got a killer band. Need to figure out the name of it. Shot clock violation. Invergrove ball. Another loose ball. Are they trying to do too much themselves right now? A good hit Well handled. Passed off. 9 on the shot clock. Behind the net, Mr. Lacrosse. Can't quite tuck it in. Gave himself a good chance. The gap was there, but couldn't tuck it. A big hit onto Bradley is going to give the Isotopes a ball, and he's happy about it. Pops right up, gets to his spot, wants another chance at it. He's able to find a bit of space through the middle, but Nor'easters are expecting it at this point and are cutting off his chances. Collapsing to the ball as he looks to do it himself. It's going to take a team effort. Dunk attempt called crease. Ball doesn't go anyways. Long pass. Bradley Johnson can't find it. Getting away with a bad pass there on the breakout. Had enough guys. Ian Wick, part of the U.S. indoor lacrosse team. Those junior teams, probably knows Beck well. Isotopes finding their 5 guys, looking to make something happen. Happy to see them gather together at least and go wait for their guys to go with it with each other. Able to find a lane, but not enough of an angle to get by Teddy the Tender. Saved by Beck. Nor'easters with the rebound. 5:55. You gotta imagine they're looking to slow down just a bit. Pretty good start to their goal formula. 6-1. Behind the play, we're going to have an interference call on the Nor'easters. He was impeding Isotopes' progress up the floor. And a technical to go with it. He's stepping out for the rest of this game. Can't be mouthing off to the referees. Again, it's your job. I've said it before in the broadcast. It's your job to figure out where the referee's line is and play to that line. They're clearly not taking any guff on the way to the box. What I imagine we're going to see here is 2 minutes for the interference. Is it a 10-minute misconduct penalty, non-time serving? That gets him out of this game. Yep, it looks like that's the call we have. Waiting to see that reflected on the scoreboard. 5:39 to go in the game. Oh, Chris Crane, just the referee who took one of the chests, just lifted up his shirt to show a bruise I can see from here already. Pass knocked down, picked back up, cut in front. A high bouncer goes wide. Crane ducks in a hurry. I can't blame him. Ball just iced down the floor. Beck's there to pick it up. Surprising, to say the least. Giving the Isotopes another chance at the ball rather than running some time off the clock. 5 minutes to go, down by 5. Things got to get moving. Timeout, White. Luke Johnson, one of the founding members of this Isotope team, calls the timeout. They're one and only of the half. looking to save time on the penalty clock, not wanting it to be wasted while they wait for the Nor'easters to gather up the ball. Veteran play from a veteran player. Nor'easters kick it off again. 4:25 left in the game. 42 seconds in the penalty. Isotopes using their speed to try to chase and take this ball away, but the ball is faster than any man. Just looking to kill the shot clock. 5 seconds to go. Able to pick up a loose ball, put a shot on net, give it a chance. Isotopes ball, 13 on the power play. 5 guys out there now, 5 seconds on the penalty. Nor'easters able to basically play one-on-one here. Isotopes never really setting up their power play. An errant pass from Teddy may create a chance here. Scooped up by the Topes. Some big whacks coming from number 1, Will Palmer. One of those chowderheads from the old PBLA days. I guess it's the new PBLA, but they're old because they're defunct. Shot off the back of number 7. Pushed down the floor. Another PBLA helmet there. 42 cuts across, back to 78, I'm going to call it. Orange on blue, they don't, especially a dark orange and dark blue, they don't really pop the numbers. Picked off, pushing the other direction. Cutting across the net, big jump, big save by Teddy. Shot on net, goal. You got to find greasy ways to do it at points. No pitchers on the scorecard. Big save from Teddy. Quickly finds the rebound, turns and puts it on net. Believe it just goes 5-hole. Couple Nor'easters defenders standing in the way. Tough for Teddy to pick that ball up and make a good save on it. Nor'easters win the power play. Connor Schnapp as a band. Nor'easters again comfortable settling into this game. The type of game you want to start the tournament with, a solid win under your belt, if I'm not speaking too early. Isotopes certainly hope I am. Isotopes go hard to the net. We have some pushing and shoving. Goes hard to the net, ends up in the goalie's knee. Nor'easters defenders take offense to it. Isotopes there to stand up for their boys. Referees there to separate. Referees taking a walk to talk about this. Coming up next on NABLL Game Stream, the Golden Bears will take on the Oaks of Paper City. On Blue Squash Productions, you can tune in over there to see the Oak City Owls take on the Grand Rapids Grizzlies. Referees have finished their discussion. They're coming to give explanations to the coaches. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. See who ends up in the box. 35, Clorton, he was there to stand up for his buddy. A good check in the back sends him to the box. Number 29, Mann, standing up for his goalie. Also making his way. We'll be there through the end of the game, coinciding penalties. No one's on a power play. Goals will not wipe out any of these penalties. A little chatting in the penalty box between the two players. I'm sure cooler heads will prevail at this point. Isotopes ball. Penalties are not on the board right now, but like I said, they'll be in there for the remainder of the game. Doesn't impact the play. Let's just get it going. A holding penalty coming on Bradley Johnson. Got himself a nice slash. So you got to imagine that's just some frustration at this point. He was one of the best high school lacrosse players in the state. A good player from what I can see, but just unable to find the net so far. Going to make the slow walk to the box for a hold. Four on three for the next 49.7 seconds as this game winds down. Just comfortable slowing things down. 10 on the shot clock. Gonna shoot. Again, goal formula matters. A good save out of Beck, who's had a better second half. More characteristic second half, I would say. Ball deep downfield. Unable to be corralled by the Isotopes Nor'easters. Run it out. Just gonna get it over that half field line. 2 seconds to go. Ball game. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate the time you're choosing to spend with us here. We'll be back in about 20 minutes for the Bears, the Golden Bears of Virginia and the Oaks of Paper City. Moving on to, this will be our first game in the second round of the round robin. Over on the other floor, I believe the Spirits took down the Lakers. That was, Spirits moved to 2-0, Lakers 1-1. Check everything out on NABLL.com to keep up with the standings. Thank you very much.
Traditions,